Hey bird people, Tim from Zen of Birds here, and today we are getting our bird on at the Pleasant Valley Preserve in Syracuse, New York. So there's lots of different types of habitats here at Pleasant Valley. There's a lot of field and meadows with some hedgerows, which is a great place to see warblers, and it is prime warbler season, so fingers crossed we see some warblers. There's also some marsh, so we can see marsh birds, maybe some water birds, and then there's some woods, so we're going to check out the woods a little bit too. Just lots of different things and places to go here at Pleasant Valley. So I haven't gone very far yet, and I've already seen several birds. There's lots of bluebird boxes around, which are really kind of cool, but there are a lot of tree swallows around those, and that kind of happens, right? Tree swallows and bluebirds kind of fight for the bluebird boxes. So, there's that. Tree swallows, kind of cool, lots of them around. Can hear warblers, so I think we're going to see some of them soon. But up in the tree behind me, saw a finch, and I believe it was a purple finch. Have to take a look at the picture later, but I'm pretty sure it was a purple finch. So nice bird right out of the gate. So I'm up here in the meadow area, which kind of overlooks the marsh a little bit, and you can see behind me there's just lots of like hedges and bushes and things. Great place for warblers, and I'm seeing a ton of warblers. They're all yellow warblers. I haven't seen anything but yellow, but still, I've been here just a couple minutes. I've probably seen 8 or 10 so far. Lots of them around. And of course, in the background, you can hear this place is just packed with red-winged blackbirds. They're everywhere. So we're gonna swing down and head into the Marsh area a little bit and see what's down there. Down here in the Marsh area, it is super birdy today. There's lots of birds everywhere. Can hear catbirds. Got a swarm of bugs flying around me. Can hear catbirds, so they're around. Grackles, red-winged blackbirds, of course. There's some swallows. And then out on the reeds, saw an eastern kingbird. So a nice bird there. Just lots of bird stuff happening in this marsh area, which is, marshes are cool. That's why. Birds love them, which means we love them, right? So walking up here through this little woods part into a field where there's a bunch of, it looks like Christmas trees. They're being raised here. Saw catbirds. They were nice to see. I mean, I know they're pretty frequent right now, but I really like seeing them. Good bird. Heard a thrush in the woods. Went in but couldn't get a picture of it. They're kind of tricky. But it was nice to hear their song. Beautiful, beautiful song from a thrush. Just great. And then also saw some eastern Phoebe. So winter chicken dinner. Good bird there. Yeah, let's carry on. So behind me, you're going to see the Sugar Shack. And this is really kind of like points to the real beauty, I think, of Pleasant Valley. So there's some history here. This is about a 200-acre piece of property that was in a family for years and years. The father had run a maple syrup farm here, Cedarvale Maple Syrup Farm, for a long time, and then he passed it on to his son, and his son ran it for a long time. And his son had just gotten to the point, my understanding, that it was just getting too much. But he and his father, their whole family, had really allowed, people who wanted to come and explore nature, birders and everyone else, to use this property over the years. So they did something really cool, and they're in the process of selling this property to the Central New York Land Trust, okay, which would make it, forever, in perpetuity, part of the public. They could have sold it for more money, I'm sure, if they'd sold it to a private enterprise. But they didn't, because they were really committed to this land and making sure that everybody got to enjoy it. So it's a really cool thing here. They are still trying to raise money for it, is my understanding, for that purchase to complete it. Check it out. I'll have a link in the description. Feel free to donate. if that's something you feel led to do. But a really great story behind this place, so love this. So walking along here in the woods along this trail, and I've noticed that as I've been walking that there are just tons of like woodpecker holes in trees. They're like everywhere. So I'm walking along, and lo and behold, a pileated woodpecker. Great shot, I think, of a pileated woodpecker. I actually saw two of them and got decent pictures of one, I think. But that's a great bird. If you're not familiar with woodpeckers, pileated woodpeckers are the big ones. They are big woodpeckers here in the eastern part of the United States. And they are woody woodpecker. Okay, that is, he was a pileated woodpecker, I think. But yeah, a great, great bird for us to see here. Yeah, a nice little trail here through the woods too. I really like it. So yeah, winner. So you probably noticed it's just me today. No Melissa here. She had somewhere she needed to be this morning. You know, and I'm out here having a great time. But you know, it's always fun to bird with your buddy. So, you know, guess I'm just lucky. I'm just thankful, I guess, to have the kind of job where I can get up, get out of the house early, go out and bird for an hour or so, and still make it to work on time. Not everybody has that, so pretty thankful for that today. It's a beautiful day. So I'm really having a great morning here at Pleasant Valley so far. I've seen some warblers, yellow warblers, just warblers. But we've also seen lots of different kinds of birds and heard different birds, right? The thrush, I really liked hearing that. I've seen the catbirds. We saw the kingbird, which was a big deal. Saw the pileated woodpecker, which was nice. I also saw a bunch of sparrows along the way that I didn't necessarily stop for, but you know, again, I'll have to check the photos and make sure that, you know, I'm seeing what I think I was seeing. But I'm pretty sure I saw a chipping sparrow, a swamp sparrow, a Savannah sparrow, and a white-crowned sparrow. So, you know, don't write off the sparrows. No, you know, not all sparrows are the same. So take your time and look at the sparrows sometimes too. So walking back through the woods again, heard the thrush, and I finally got a picture of him. It's not a good picture, I'm pretty sure. Pretty bad picture. But it was tricky. Hard to get a picture of these guys, and I was able to get one, so yes, got the thrush. Okay, so let's do the wrap up today. Saw lots of different birds here at Pleasant Valley. Some birds, you know, common birds like we've always seen, you know, for quite a while this spring. Red-winged blackbirds, of course, you know, stuff like that. But then we also saw some birds that are a little less common, right? Saw yellow warblers, lots of those. You know, it's great to see warblers. Wish we'd seen other types of warblers too, but, you know, you take what you can get. We saw tree swallows, lots of tree swallows, nice bird, fun to look at. We saw, what did we see? 4 different kinds of sparrows, right? Chipping sparrow, Savannah sparrow, swamp sparrow, white-crowned sparrow. So that was cool. We saw the kingbird, which is a great bird for us, first time this year. Just a nice bird there. We saw Phoebes, nice little birds too. What else did we see? I'm going to forget birds. I know I am, but I'm thinking about the highlights right now. We saw the pileated woodpecker, fantastic, fantastic bird. Saw 2 of those, but got good shots of one, I think. And then on the way out, the thrush. Finally got a picture, probably a bad picture of the thrush, but we got a picture of it, so that was really cool too. You know, I think the takeaway for me today is that this is a very special place here at Pleasant Valley Preserve, because to me it's a reminder that, you know, nature isn't just something we consume. When we're birders, I think we have this tendency to, you know, we always want to see the next bird. And as a bird photographer, I always want to get a picture of the next bird. I want to get this, I want to get this. And it's easy to forget that, you know, the outdoors and the love of nature isn't about taking, you know, it's about giving back too. And the folks here at the Cedarvale Maple Company really exemplify that, you know, selling this property to the Central New York Land Trust so that it can be, you know, open to the public forever. that's, you know, a really cool move, and really, really proud of them for doing that. But it's on all of us, right, to find ways to give back, whether it's through donating, you know, to a conservation group, or even to the Central New York Land Trust here for Pleasant Valley, or something else. That's one way to do it. Sometimes it's raising awareness, sometimes it's volunteering to clear trails, whatever. There's lots of ways to give back, and it's on all of us to do that, right? We have to be givers, and not just takers of nature and the outdoors, okay? So I'm going to include some links in the description today. Of course, a link for the Pleasant Valley Preserve, and what all the things that they have going on here around the Land Trust. Also going to include some links to some of the birds we saw. Definitely for the pileated, and the kingbird for sure, and maybe some other stuff too. And then I'll include a link to zenabirds.com, right? That's our website, full of stories, articles, resources, everything that you're looking for to make your birding life a little bit more enjoyable. You'll find it there, all right? So I guess that's going to do it for today. Thanks for stopping by. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel. We'd really appreciate that. But until next time, you know, take care, and see you soon.